Thank you for joining us here on Earn the Right, your audio platform for building reputation-based authority. What we're all about is turning credibility into recognition and recognition into opportunity. This show is for credible founders, professional experts, and solo practice owners who have earned their stripes and are ready to amplify their voice. The podcast is made up of 4 different tracks. Now, they're different tracks, but they are all interrelated. Today's track is Pocket PR Essentials. And these are short, sharp coaching sessions around building visibility and recognition in the marketplace without the hype. Think of Pocket PR Essentials as your audio playbook for mastering PR, content and digital communications in a way that's strategic, sustainable and respectful. Never forget, we want our communications to be respectful. We're not about shouting. We just want to, as professionals, as founders, as solopreneurs, we just want to show up in the right way and add some value. So let's get into this particular track, Pocket PR Essentials. Pocket PR Essentials, episode number 2, Marketing Communications Challenges, the reality that all business owners face today. Today's noisy marketplace presents some serious challenges for business owners such as yourself. And it doesn't matter whether you run a large business employing 50, 70, 100 people, whether you run a social enterprise, whether your company is quite small and you might only have a handful of people, or you are a solopreneur and your personal brand is everything and you run the business off the back of that personal brand. At the end of the day we're all in the same boat. Let's look at this backdrop, shall we? We live in a digital-first world, and today's social currency is trust, and the problem with that is it's in short supply. If you don't believe me, all you have to do is start Googling Edelman Trust Barometer. Edelman is the biggest PR firm in the world, and I reckon it's pretty much close to 20 years now, they've done an annual Trust Barometer research report, which takes the pulse of people's trust in the institutions of business, government, media, and the non-profit sector. And it's a trend that trust is in short supply. Another issue that we face as business owners, and therefore people who are out there trying to get our story and our message out in the marketplace, the problem is consumers don't like being interrupted with advertising anymore. They've got, there's so many channels that they've got at their disposal to get information from, to be educated, entertainment. It wasn't that long ago where there was only a handful of TV stations, radio stations, and we read magazines and newspapers. And of course, then we had blogs and social media, and now we've got podcasts and streaming services, and a lot of those have no ads. And really, consumers go out of their way not to see ads. You can buy ad blockers or get ad blockers now on digital channels to make sure that your ads are blocked as well. So, people are doing that. So, look at your own circumstances. Do you hang out for the ads? No, we don't like ads. We might like ads if they're, irrelevant. But if they're relevant, we might say, well, that's okay. There's a place for that if the ads are targeted. And of course, being in a digital first world, the technology of targeting ads is much better today than it ever has been. I guess the other side of things is, let's be fair, the competition for people's attention is immense. And your competitors today, I know when we think about competitors, we think about similar businesses offering, the same products and services to our target audience group, and that's fine. But your competitors, you're competing now with, people's friends and their family and, anything where people are connecting with them on WhatsApp or Facebook or, sending stuff to them on email. All of that is competing for people's attention. We have finite attention and we're getting more stuff in through multiple channels. So that causes information overload, and that is an issue. So to stand out, we need to be better, and we need to always be cognizant that it's tough out there. How do we stand out with our story and our message? And the algorithms on social media, they're the new enemy. Let's face it. If you were in Facebook in the early days, your content went far and wide, and a lot of businesses made the mistake of building their brand and their audience on Facebook. And then Facebook changed the rules. Organic reach got screwed down to a handful of percent, and they were left in the lurch. So, we can try and game the system, and there are a lot of people who are always chasing the algorithm to try and beat it. But at the end of the day, that's a road to nowhere, and the algorithms are the new enemy, and they're not going to do you any favours. We also have a level playing field, and that provides both challenges and opportunities. By a level playing field, I mean that anyone can now start up a business for not much money down, and they can run an online business, and they can start marketing to people and get their word out about their brand. They can create content. They can build their own media channel. They can, all of this is at our disposal today. Whereas, you go back 10, 15 years, and the power of the media was in the hands of a few, and now it's on, as someone once said, the fingertips of many. And so the opportunity is you can be one of the many people. You can start that business. You can create your media create your media channel or network. You can do that now, today, and not for a lot of money. The fact is that everyone's doing it, so that's where the challenges come in, because the competition in that respect is quite high. So the message for this episode is we need to be pragmatic. What's worked in the past probably won't work for you now. Indeed, what worked for you a couple of years ago probably won't work for you now. So we need to always be thinking about, where the trends are going, what's working, but at the same time being cognizant that there are some truisms. What really works still? Stories work. Being helpful and useful works. Providing utility works. Being thought-provoking works. Having the human touch. Being open and transparent with what it is you do. These themes, we'll be discussing them throughout, but there are themes that have worked for a long time, and they continue to work despite the tech and the channels changing. So while, yes, things are changing and we need to adapt and move forward all the time, we also need to be cognizant that there's some things that haven't changed as well. And it's just a matter of getting that balance right. So I just wanted to drop in with this episode just to say, hey, there are some challenges out there. We need to be aware of it. We need to be pragmatic. We can't fight it. So how can we make it work to our advantage? See you in episode 3.